Welcome to Greater Good Radio Hawaii, where leaders inspire leaders. Greater Good Radio Hawaii is dedicated to social entrepreneurship. I'm your host, Evan Leong, and with me is my co-host, Carrie Leong.
Mahalo, Evan. Today's guest is Mike McCARTNEY, CEO and President of PBS Hawaii Television. Mike served in the Hawaii State Senate for 10 years and co-created Hawaii's #1 locally produced TV show, Hawaii Stars. Please welcome to Greater Good Radio, Mike McCARTNEY. Welcome to our show, Mike.
Aloha, Evan. Aloha, Carrie. And thank you for letting me be on tonight.
So what does running a television station involve?
Oh, so many things. It's like any business, but many facets to it. From production to making sure our signal gets across the air. So we're licensed by the Federal Communications Division, and every 5 years we have to renew our license. So we have to broadcast in digital and analog. We put our stuff over cable. We feed national shows on PBS. So if you look at like NewsHour, Frontline, Antiques Roadshow, that's us. Clifford, Barney, Sesame Street.
All my
Caillou,
favorites.
Yes. And then we produce local shows like Island Insights or maybe Greater Good
TV.
Yeah, maybe that would be great. Greater Good TV. PBN Friday with Howard Dykes, the only business show. Island Insights is the only public affairs show that airs every week. We have Namele, which is traditional Hawaiian music, every Thursday night. So we do local programming, we do national programming, and we're the ones that, when I was very young, it was called Hawaii Educational Television, and now we're PBS Hawaii, so we've been around for 40 years.
So what's the difference then between PBS being a nonprofit and other networks that are, for-profit?
Well, there's a couple things. Number one, our license is a nonprofit license. We're a community license. We're not for-profit, so we have restrictions on the type of commercials we can do. So we can't do Hawaii Stars and have commercial breaks in between and say, the best food is at Zippy's and it's only $3.99. We can't have those kind of spots. We only can have what we call underwriting spots. So we're kind of the academic television. The other thing is that we're nonprofit. We're not for-profit. We provide a service. We actually are owned by the people of Hawaii. Our members are our single greatest source of contribution, and they're the ones who support us. And with their donations, we're able to provide programming that's different and is an alternative to commercial television. And it was created that way back in the 1960s, where we had ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS was the alternative in exchange for the commercial guys using the public airways. So we were the first non-commercial alternative to provide information to America's people.
So what would be the difference between PBS National and PBS Hawaii?
We're an affiliate. So just like KHON is an affiliate of Fox, or KGMB is an affiliate of CBS, we're an affiliate of PBS. So we pay dues, and people think that PBS pays us. We pay PBS in order to get programming, just like the commercial affiliates would do. And we have a relationship, and we have the right to air their programs. So if you look at PBS, we are a membership organization all around the country. There's almost 300 PBS stations across the country that provide this service. And our cousin is public radio.
So how did you actually get involved in all of this? Was that what your background is in?
It's a journey. I think every job I've done, I've never really known how to do. And somehow I got the job, and I've been very fortunate. Like, first job was being a negotiation specialist for Hawaii State Teachers Association.
You were on the Teachers
Yes,
Association
yes.
side. Oh.
And even before that, I worked in the legislature, in the state senate for Charles Taguchi. In college, high school, well, we can talk about high school. I was a C student, couldn't get into UH. And I had to buckle down, and Hawaii Loa College, which is now HPU, gave me my first chance. And then after working at the legislature, I went to HSTA for 4 years. And then I ran for the Senate, and I was fortunate to get in. And then I was assistant athletic director, associate, at Hawaii Loa College, coach cross country.
It's kind of ironic if you have C average and you end up at the Hawaii State Teachers Association.
Well, it was good because I knew both sides. I knew the problem kids, I knew the trials and tribulations that public school teachers have. So I think it was a good fit. And then after that, I worked for HMSA for a little bit as a marketing analyst. Hawaii Stars was just an idea. We could talk about that a little later on. And then after that, in the Senate, I went to the Department of Human Resources and Development in the Cayetano administration on his cabinet. And then PBS opened up, and I was actually hired for another job at another nonprofit. And I was going in for my final interview, and someone called me and said, PBS is open. And I said, wow, that's the job I would really love. And so I went to the interview telling people at the interview, I want to do PBS. Thank you for this interview. And they hired me. And they let me wait for, 6 weeks. And finally, what happened was I consciously made the choice to let go and tell that other employer that it's just not right. And as soon as I let go, I was very scared. My bank account was negative $1,500. And I got a call and saying, can you submit a plan for where you see PBS Hawaii going? Or at that time, it was Hawaii Public Television, where you see it going. And I did, and in a matter of 2 weeks, I got hired. And so it's a dream job. It's a great job. And, to me, it's all about, how do you make Hawaii better? It's about community building.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more on Greater Good Radio.